Ever seen people online saying, buy the dip, Tesla is going to the moon, and you're just sitting there like, what the hell are they actually buying? Because here's the truth. Most people throwing money into stocks don't even understand what a stock is. And that's dangerous. Because when you don't understand what you own, you're not investing, you're gambling. Welcome to Capital Misfires. I'm Jimmy, and today, we're breaking down the system behind stocks, not like textbooks, but like how it actually works in real life. So let's strip this down. A stock is simple. When you buy a stock, you own a piece of a company. That's it. Not a number, not a line on a screen. An actual business. Think of a company like a giant pizza. Now imagine that pizza is cut into millions of slices. Each slice? That's a share. When you buy one, you're claiming your piece. Let's say a company only had 10 shares total. If you owned 5, you'd own 50% of the company. In real life, companies have millions or even billions of shares, so your slice is smaller. But the concept? Exactly the same. Now here's the part most people don't think about. Why would a company sell pieces of itself? They need money. Building a business isn't cheap. They need cash to expand, build products, hire people, survive you. Instead of taking loans, they sell ownership. And the crazy part? They don't have to pay that money back. So when you buy a stock, you're not just hoping the price goes up. You're betting on a business to grow. And if you don't understand that business, you're basically just guessing. All right, now let's make this real. Because stocks only matter for one reason: money. Let's walk through a simple example. Imagine someone named Maya wants to open a sneaker store. She needs $100,000 to get started, but she only has $50,000. So instead of taking a loan, she does something smarter. She divides her business into 10 shares. Each share is worth $10,000. She keeps 5 shares and sells the other 5 to investors. Now someone buys 1 share for $10,000. That means they own 10% of the business. Fast forward 5 years. The store blows up. Multiple locations, strong brand, huge demand. Now the business is worth $300,000. That same 10%? It's now worth $30,000. That's a $20,000 profit. And that's how stocks create wealth. Not magic, just growth. But here's where people get burned, because it doesn't always go up. Let's flip it. What if the business struggles? Online competitors, bad management, wrong timing. Now the business drops to $80,000. That same 10%? Now worth $8,000. That's a loss. And yeah, that's how fast things can go south. Now scale this up. Instead of a sneaker shop, think of companies worth billions. Same system, just bigger numbers. There's also another way investors make money: dividends. Some companies share profits with shareholders. So just by owning the stock, you get paid. It's like getting rent from something you own. But here's the part most people ignore. Stocks are not guaranteed. There's no safety net, no refunds. If the company fails, you can lose everything. That's why the market feels like a roller coaster. Because it is. And most people jump in thinking it's easy money until reality hits. So where do people actually buy these pieces of companies? Because it's not random. There's a system behind it. It's called the stock exchange. Think of it like a giant marketplace. Instead of buying shoes or phones, people are buying ownership in companies. The 2 biggest in the US, New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ. And yeah, you don't need to walk into some Wall Street building anymore. You can literally buy stocks from your phone while sitting on your couch. Welcome to modern investing. Now, here's where things get interesting. The price of a stock? It's not fixed. It moves every second. Why? Because of one simple thing: supply and demand. If more people want to buy a stock than sell it, price goes up. If more people want to sell than buy, price drops. But here's the part most beginners don't get. Stock prices don't just move based on logic. They move based on expectations, fear, hype, news, and sometimes Straight up irrational behavior. Yeah, the market can be emotional as hell. There are also different types of stocks. The main two: common stock, preferred stock. Common stock is what most people buy. You get voting rights, potential growth, possible dividends, not guaranteed. But you also take the most risk. If the company crashes, you're last in line to get anything. Preferred stock is more stable. You usually don't get voting power, but you get more reliable dividends. Higher priority if things go bad. Think of it like less drama, but also less upside. So what's the takeaway? Stocks aren't just numbers moving on a screen. They're businesses, decisions, psychology, and risk. And once you understand that, you stop chasing hype and start thinking like an owner. If you made it this far, you already understand more than most people jumping into the market. So if this helped you, like the video, share it with someone who's confused about stocks, and comment what topic you want next. And yeah, subscribe to Capital Misfires because we don't just explain money, we break the system behind it.